Hi everybody, this is Cindy from Shenandoah Paper Crafts. I made a promise to myself that I would start the new year off right by finishing up my half-done projects. I started this back in September and I just wanted a simple document journal. The download for the document holder is from the Journalocity shop and it's called Antique French Document Set Number 3. And then I've used the pages from that set inside here, as well as a few things from Heather at Ruby and Pearl XO. I've used her like French envelope kit and also one of her antique French invoices. So here is a flip through of this journal. And again, it's just very simple. In the top here, I've got a cute vintage postcard and a 1915 calendar. So those tuck in here. And here is the document cover. It's beautiful. I've tucked this little tag into the back side of it. I've got a doily with an antique button on it and just some neutral sari silk to tie it up. So let's open it up here. Hope that's in frame. It's the tall one. So I just put a little bit of lace on the front and back cover. It's done with a 5-hole pamphlet stitch on the edge, and to make sure that all the pages were in there sturdy. And let's get inside here. In the cover, I've got I'll have to show this to you sideways. You see that? That is, believe it or not, a silverware holder bag from Denny's, which is a diner here in the States, if you're not familiar with that. So I swiped everybody at the tables silverware holders because they make great long pockets. And inside the pocket, I've got a French book page. I made a bookmark on music paper and a wraparound artwork. Velvet ribbon for a tab. And then this is a vintage check from Benton Banking Company for $64.82. And when they cash it, they mark it paid in little holes. If you can see that, the little holes in the back there. This is from July 1953, it says. So those are what I have on here. This envelope I thought was interesting. I'll take this off. It's holding something on the back. This is Mocha steel cut cereal coffee. So it says made like coffee, tastes better. Mocha, the only steel cut cereal coffee. Well, I'm not sure what that would taste like. So I've got this vintage envelope and I had it wrapped around the other side, and tucked in here was another canceled check for the Benton Banking Company, made out to the Roofing and Supply Company for $102. I think these came from a builder. Yeah, the Roofing and Supply Company. They're paying a builder. So I'll put that back on here. I'll do it later. This here is part of the kit for the document. It's got some gorgeous French pages in here. I didn't do a lot of decorating on some of these pages because the pages were decorative enough on their own. So I've paired the French document with some sheet music here. Here's one of these French book pages again. I have an old book, I think I've shown it before, with old American history pages from newspapers in it. So I've used one of those. Here I've made a very tall tag out of an art book photo, and on the back there's a second picture, so it's kind of hard to choose which one to put up front, but I like this lady. Her colors match really well with here, so I left her up. This page I just made a little collage. I have a dictionary page in here. Here's another page from that history book and the back side of it. Down here I just made a little cluster with a small doily, some cheesecloth, sari silk, a button, and some linen thread. Here's an Edith Holden page from one of her books. Here we have another photo from or picture from an art book that I've glued down. And wrapped around it is this original marriage license from 1923. Charlie and Ethel got married on August 25th, 1923. This is out of one of my fashion books that I have. I got this at the swap meet and I have torn it up. This has great catalog pages in it that I love to use. So if you ever see this, grab it. It's just full of goodies. Children's fashions. Here's the other side. It has girls' winters, coats, and bonnets. And I just cut around one of the larger images and put her down on there. Some sheet music. I made this bird tag with a bird charm, sari silk, and then I cut out a sticker and put it on with pop-up tape. This has an interesting story. This and the other side of it, let me see if I can pull it up. Here, if you can see that, both sides. This is from a 1960s printing press. I live in San Diego, and San Diego's birthplace is called Old Town San Diego, and they have a state historic park where they've kept original dwellings and businesses and have turned a lot of it into walk-through museum exhibits. And they have the actual San Diego Union newspaper office, and they still have the printing press in there. And I was able to watch him actually print this page. I got one. He prints all these pages all day, hangs them up to dry on clothespins, and then gives them away to people. So here's what was actually printed on the 1860s printing press. This is 1869 edition of the San Diego Union. And I've got two of them, so I can keep one for just to read. This is all, I can't even, hand typeset and inked. So I've, again, kept one for me and one to cut up. I put that on the back side of this document page and I sewed around it. My center here is, this is Ruby and Pearl XO's antique French invoices. I just love the colors of these. Here's a vintage postcard. And here is one of Heather's old letters. I think that's from another kit. This one, I'm not quite sure what kit this is from. It just tucks right in there. Here is a vintage postcard of, I think all the ladies are named on the back here. There's another, just a little piece of French document there, and here's another. There's no information on the back, just a bunch of ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what they're look like. They're waiting for the train or something. On the back side here is a pocket I made from a window envelope. Again, that's Heather's French invoices there. And I just have the pocket. This pulls out and has a pretty lady postcard inside. We're on the back side of the front pages I've already described. Put this grandfather clock sticker here. Thought that looked pretty neat. December 1873, I believe. And we have this pocket here, more ladies, and here's one of Heather's envelopes again. And on the back here, I have a small picture of a Capitol building and a tall tag in a pocket down here. This is it for my antique French document kit, and I hope you like it. I had a lot of fun making it. It didn't take very long. I just needed to finish it. See you soon.